To begin with, set up the game as we showed in the earlier video. In very brief, you will collect track cards to lay tracks and complete your route orders. Laying tracks and completing route orders earn you money. Player with the maximum money at the end of the game wins. There will be events and personalities who will help and hinder you on your way to becoming the ultimate Rail Raja or Rani. In detail. The cards. Track cards. They have green backs and come in a variety of colors. You need them to lay tracks. The route order cards. They have brown backs. Each card has 2 stations marked on them and a number. By the end of the game, you need to connect the 2 stations however you wish. If you manage to do it, you will get paid the amount indicated by the number on the card at the end of the game. If you don't, you will pay that same amount to the bank at the end of the game. Character cards, also with green backs, hidden in the track deck. Resolve them when they come into play. Character cards always affect all players. Event trigger cards. Draw an event from the top of the event card deck and resolve it. All events will affect all players. Loan cards. Loans are given to players who run out of money and need to pay the bank because of an event or a character card. Loans are not given for any other purpose. Loans are given only in multiples of 10. Pay rupees 12 at any time to repay the loan and return the loan card. If the game ends and you have not repaid your loan, you will need to pay rupees 15 per loan card you still have with you. A player's turn. On your turn, you can take one of 3 possible actions. Draw track cards, lay tracks, or draw route orders. Drawing track cards. You may pick up 2 cards for free, either from the face-up ones or blind in any combination you wish. As soon as a face-up card is drawn, replace it with another from the top of the track deck, so that at any time there are 7 cards that are face-up on the game board. If you want to draw more cards, you may do so by paying rupees 3 for the 3rd card, 4 for the 4th card, 5th for the 5th, and so on. Rainbow cards cost rupees 3 to pick when they are face-up, and double cards cost rupees 2. If a character card is revealed, resolve it at once. If an event card comes, draw an event from the top of the event deck and resolve it. If you draw a character card blind, you may play it at any time on your turn. You must play all character cards by the end of the game. If you draw a double or a rainbow card blind, it is free for you to keep and you don't have to pay any money for it. Laying tracks. You can lay tracks between any 2 adjacent stations on your turn. To do so, you pay a group of track cards that are the same color and exact number as the length of the track you are laying. You will get paid to lay the track according to the track payout table. Move the track marker at the bottom of the board up by 1 space each time a track is laid. For example, to lay tracks between Borivali and Thane, you will require 5 orange or 5 white cards. You will get paid rupees 10 from the bank for doing so. There are grey spaces as well on the board. To lay tracks on the grey space between Kandivali and Borivali, you will need 2 track cards of any one color and you will get paid rupees 3 for laying it. A bridge is built when tracks crisscross over each other. Here, the first track is laid as normal. The second track will involve building a bridge. You would pay a group of track cards that are the same color and exact number as the length of that track plus 2 more cards, 1 of each color of the crisscrossing tracks. For example, Kurla to Andheri, 4 whites, crisscrosses with Bandra to Ghatkopar, 6 reds. Assuming Kurla to Andheri has already been laid by someone, if a player now wants to lay tracks between Bandra and Ghatkopar, he would pay 6 red cards plus 1 red card plus 1 white card, and he would be paid rupees 18, rupees 15 for the Bandra to Ghatkopar and rupees 3 for the bridge. Draw route orders. You may draw 4 root orders from the top of the root order deck and keep at least one of them. You may of course choose to keep 2, 3 or all of them. You have to discard any root order you have drawn on this turn itself. If you choose to keep them, you are stuck with them and must complete them to get the reward or pay the penalty at the end of the game. The onboard challenges, event and character cards are pretty self-explanatory. Please refer to the manual for more details. Game end. The game ends immediately when the track count reaches 50. Starting with the player who laid the last track, go clockwise around the table. First, repay all loan cards. Next, play all the character cards each player may have in their hand. The players can decide the sequence of playing the character cards. Check if root orders for each player are completed or not and either pay them for completed root orders or have them pay the bank for the incomplete ones. After this, each player counts the money left with him or her. The player with the maximum money is declared Rail Raja or Rani. Congratulations!